Hello, hello, all my amazing friends. Natasha here, and this is your first live cast with me. I'm Natasha Hazlett, and I help entrepreneurs from around the world get the clarity, confidence, and strategies that they need to boost their income and level of influence in the world without working longer hours. And it is Friday Night Live. We'll see if anyone is dorky like me and being on Facebook on Friday night instead of being out. I know all my Memphis friends are probably at Cotton Carnival parties, probably at the U Club party right now, which I wish I was at. I'm super bummed that I'm not there, and I missed the princess party and everything. But hi, Kelly. How are you? So today is a special video because it is Facebook Live day 30 of 30. Hooray, I did it. 30 days straight of Facebook Lives, and it feels great to have done that. I burned the bridge. I said I was going to do it, and here I am. I did what I said I was going to do. In fact, if you were really following me, you would know that I started and got almost a full week in, got super sick, and had to stop for 2 days. So I actually have done probably 37 videos in 39 days or something like that. So anyways, thank you, Mayor Ryan. I appreciate it. So, no, this does not mean that I am not going to come live to y'all. I'm going to allow the weekend to sit and think about what kind of a schedule I can commit to. Because I know that some of y'all are following my videos. And what's funny is, some people will tell me, "Oh, I love your videos," and I'm like, I had no clue that you watched, because they don't like it, and they don't comment or anything. But then all of a sudden I find out all these people are watching it. So anyways, hi Jonna, thank you so much. Yay! Feels like such a major accomplishment, especially for someone that doesn't really I didn't really like doing videos, and coming and doing these things on the fly, especially on the weekend, especially after a long day, is very sometimes it's really, really challenging. And so, but I really do love doing it. I love playing with y'all and being on here. It's super fun. Hey Bob, hey Jessica, hey Cynthia. This is awesome. I'm glad everyone's here for my celebration party. So 30 of 30, I will still be doing them, I promise, on a consistent basis, and no less than 3. I can promise you that. I'm just trying to see and wrap my head around if I can commit to 5. And so I don't think I'm going to do any more than 5 a week. So it's somewhere between 3 and 5 videos, lives every week that y'all can look forward to. My escapades and my random soapbox talks and stuff like that. Anyways, so I realized that I promised y'all yesterday morning that I was going to talk about something. I was going to talk about my last big fear of failure area that I kicked to the curb last week. But then I got on some totally different tangent, and I totally forgot. So that's oopsie, my bad. But I want to deliver on my promise that I told y'all that I would talk about. So the quote that I shared yesterday was along the lines of, don't be worrying about failure. Worry about, what you're missing out on, basically, when you don't even try. And so I've got to tell you that one of the things, like a fear of failure, and Bob, I bet you experience this a ton with your clients. Fear of failure is really a powerful, powerful fear that paralyzes a ton of people. It really gets people to, just give up on their dreams. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when I see this fear of failure. And I think that fear of failure is kind of also wrapped into this fear of making a mistake, fear of looking foolish. I think it all is kind of bundled up together. People will use different phrases for what that means and what that feels like. But in my mind, I've always felt like there's really no such thing as a failure, except for if you just quit. Then, of course, you're going to fail. But if then you would fail. But if you are just learning different ways that didn't work, then those are just like lessons you learn. Those aren't failures, right? But, and I know this, and for whatever reason, I have plenty of things that I'm afraid of, including heights. That's my biggest one. But, and going over bridges and stuff, like I really have like a crazy fear of like going over bridges and stuff. I mean, I do it, obviously, I drive over them, but it's not without like a really ridiculous physical, like visceral reaction to going over the bridge. I don't know, maybe in like a past life or something, I fell off a bridge. I don't know. But the last kind of, but there was this one area where I was really afraid of failing. And I had this epiphany when I was writing my book. And y'all know by now, if you've been following me over the past couple of weeks, I finally started writing my book. It's called Unstoppable Influence. Yay, I haven't figured out the subtitle yet. And I'm about 40% of the way done, and I'm really excited. And I've got some really exceptional people helping me turn this into the real deal. So I'm really pumped. But so I started writing a book a long time ago, a couple years ago, called Cashing In on You. And the reason why I never finished it, and part of it was I was just not inspired to keep going. Like the direction that it took wasn't really what I wanted to do. I didn't want like a textbook kind of, I don't know, technical book. I didn't really want that, and that's what it was turning into. And so the main reason was that I felt like if I wanted to get a book out, I had put this weird pressure on myself. And I don't know where it came from. It's not from my parents. It's not from my husband. It's not from anyone. But that it had to be a New York Times bestseller or just a USA. I would settle for USA Today and Wall Street Journal bestseller. But it had to be at that level. And if it wasn't going to be at that level, then I didn't want to do it at all. And so I just put the pen down, closed the laptop, and I was like, I'm not writing this book. I'm not writing this because I don't feel it's right, but I also don't think that, primarily, I just didn't want to fail. Because I had set myself up like these ridiculous expectations, right? Because I've got a lot of friends that are hitting bestseller status, and I know exactly how to do it because there's kind of a system to it. But I was like, but if I don't get there, I'll feel like an idiot, and I don't want to do that. And as I was writing my book just last week, all of a sudden it hit me that all the lives that I had envisioned on touching, by my decision to just put that book away and not do anything, I had influenced exactly 0 lives. Zero. Because I was so foolish in worrying about failing and not hitting some unreasonable expectations that I had, quite frankly, no business having in the first place. I mean, really, whose first book is like a New York Times bestseller or even, whatever? That's probably not going to happen, right? And I don't know. I know stuff like this, y'all, but like I don't like logically I know that stuff, but for some reason I had that stupid idea in my mind, and it caused me to just not share that information with the world. Fortunately for me, I now, with my Unstoppable Influence book, that one is going to go to print. It's going to get done. It has to. And I really don't care if it becomes a bestseller. I mean, sure, it'd be nice. That'd be great. I'll make sure every single one of y'all watching and everyone that watches this video, y'all going to buy my book. It's going to be good. It is good. It is good already. But I want to influence lives, and you don't always have to hit a home run. You don't always have to hit a home run to make a difference in someone's life. I was talking with someone yesterday about doing stuff on social media. And she was really afraid of putting herself out there on social media because she's always been really a private person. And what would other people think? And I told her, I said, I did the same thing. Y'all will notice that in probably November-ish, I started finally doing these lives publicly. And I had this whole fear of what would happen. But I told her, and this kind of ties into what I was just talking about, I told her, I said, but what if one person's life is changed as a result of your message and like your decision to, frequently post? And would that be worth it? Would that be worth it? And she said, yeah, well, of course. And I thought to myself, yeah, Natasha, same gig with everything else that you do. It doesn't always have to be a grand slam. You don't always have to have 10,000 people watching your videos. I don't care. Like, this is one thing that I've really learned in this 30-day challenge. I don't care if there's one person on my live. I don't care if there's 0 people and then there's just a few people that watch the replay. It really doesn't matter to me. What matters is I'm getting my message out there and the right people are hearing it. And it's changing their lives. And I know it's changing their lives because they're telling me when I see them. They're sending me private messages. They're sending me texts. I mean, oh my gosh, like one of my mom's friends, so cute, like sends me this message just like I think it was like yesterday, the day before, about a video that I had done like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's so, I mean, it's really cool. So think about it. Instead of like worrying about a fear of failure and what if you don't hit a grand slam. I don't know. I probably, Angela, if you're watching this, you're probably like, you're using the wrong baseball analogy. I don't know anything about baseball. It's not grand slam. Home run. Is a grand slam? What is that? I think that's like if everyone, like if you get like maybe 3 or 4. I'm not good at baseball. Anyways, you don't have to hit a home run. I will cease on the baseball analogies because apparently I think I suck at them. Anyways, you don't have to hit a home run. I know that's good. In order, the base is loaded, okay. That's what a grand slam is. If the bases are loaded and then someone hits a home run so that everyone gets to go in. Okay. All right, so I wasn't that far off. Okay. So, yeah, you don't have to have a grand slam. You don't even have to have a home run in order to impact lives. So that's a different way of looking at it, right? Because I think that a lot of people, especially in business, in people that have this feeling of that they want to change the world, that they want to positively impact lives, we end up putting a lot of pressure on ourselves that we've got to like impact thousands of lives like right now. If we don't have a big audience, then we're just not doing enough, that we're failing somehow. And that is just not the reality. And ask yourself, would you do it? Would you do it? Would you put yourself out there if you knew that just one person's life would change for the better? I know for me, and by the way, I'm starting to keep playing with my hair. Like, my hair is like totally messed up today. So I'm sorry. That's a terrible habit. I got to quit doing it. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, we're being real here. So you got to ask yourself, is helping one person and changing one person's life worth it to you? And I know that the people that are watching this, I know that the answer is a resounding yes. So, maybe that helps you with a different perspective when it comes to putting yourself out there and having this fear of failure. Does that make sense? I'm not like randomly rambling, but this is just something that I've really been thinking about because although I never want to say that I would go back and change anything because I am who I am because of the decisions I made, good and bad, so I embrace that. But when I look back at kind of how selfish I was in keeping that book to myself, when even just a fraction of it probably would have made a really big difference in someone's life, at least in one person's life. I mean, who knows? Maybe if I can go get it off my computer. Maybe I'll like post it somewhere if someone wants to read what I had so far. And maybe you get an idea, and then maybe I won't feel as guilty for not sharing it with the world. So you can just send me a message and I'll send you what I had written and cashing in on you. So don't sit on the idea. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Don't worry about the number of people that are watching. You don't always have to have a home run or grand slam, as I learned today, in order to make a substantial impact in people's life, and even one person's life. So that's what I've got for y'all tonight. Thank you for spending time with me today and celebrating 30 videos, 30 lives. I actually did, you probably won't believe this, but I actually did 100 videos in a row once. They're all up on YouTube. You can see me in my, well, larger days. I did 100 videos in a row, that was crazy, but I did it. And so I like to think this is hopefully starting to, or has helped and had a positive impact on my public speaking. So anyways, that's what I've got for you. Last announcement is the Lunch and Learn location for next week has been changed to Cottonwood Grill in Boise. It's $20. There are some tickets left, but y'all go and get them. It's on my Facebook page. $20, include your lunch, and quite frankly, I think definitely top two talks I've ever given. It's on living a life by design. And we're going to get into some actionable information, stuff that's going to get you thinking. And so if you are in Boise, come join us at the Rockstar Lunch Network, Lunch and Learn. It is $20 only. Include your lunch. It's Thursday, and I am really excited to share this message with y'all. So, thank you, Jessica. You're so awesome. All right. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you. I'm out. 30 of 30. Boom. I'm so proud. I think I'll go celebrate with a glass of water. Yeah, water. See y'all. See you soon. Bye, friends.